Hi everybody, thanks for joining me as we take a look at your weekend forecast for April 28th to the 30th, and it's going to be kind of a soggy weekend, unfortunately, looks like. Today is really nice, though, so if you're trying to do some outdoor activities, get some yard work done, that kind of stuff, today's your day. If you're trying to do that the rest of the weekend, it's going to be tough. You're going to be kind of dodging rain showers and things like that, and some heavier rain as well. I was a little concerned about some very significant rain a couple days ago. The models were looking really bullish on us getting two big rainstorms back to back. Seems like that's damped down a bit. We're going to get plenty of soaking rain, but any flooding concerns, I think, for my patrons, who I talked a little bit about that chances on that on Wednesday, I think that threat is definitely basically minimal to none. So in that regard, I think we're doing okay. But in terms of the overall system here, we have our system. Now, this is a slow mover. You look at this and you're like, well, it's going to be raining here by this afternoon. Or certainly by this evening, but actually this doesn't really get in here until late tomorrow morning with the showers. Clouds will start to move in today. It will be kind of progressively, first with just some high wispy clouds, which are already starting to kind of form out there, and then the cloud deck will kind of lower throughout the day, so that by the afternoon, there's still probably some filtered sunshine by this afternoon, but less of it. And then, so this storm comes through, and then quick on its heels comes another system. This one will actually bring more rain to our area, I think, in terms of overall precipitation, although we could still get a half to maybe even an inch of rain out of this system as it comes through, although it will be kind of, it's at its peak right now. Right now it's soaking the mid-Atlantic pretty good, but it's kind of going to be in a weakening phase by the time it heads, the rain band actually heads towards us, and that'll kind of help hold off, keep us from getting more than a half to an inch of rain out of this system. The next system has a better chance it will clear. The moisture feed will be more directed in our direction. That one could give us an inch to an inch and a half. So all told, still a decent amount of rain. Could get up to 2 inches, maybe even some places see 2.5 inches total over the 3-day or 2.5 day period through Monday morning. But that's not enough to really cause flooding. Definitely, it will be soggy out there though. So in terms of your overall radar, you can see, yeah, we're definitely moving some heavy rain in across the mid-Atlantic here. Also, you can kind of see temperatures in the 40s, where because of the sunshine and because we warmed up aloft some with some influence from the system, today's pretty warm, mid-60s potentially, especially for the valley locations. Could be some upper 70s for the valley locations, or sorry, upper 60s, not 70s for the valley locations, which is a little bit above average, or just slightly above average for this time of year after we've been kind of chilly all week. And then after that, though, the clouds and kind of damp and cool weather will be here for the rest of the weekend. So let's take a look at kind of the progression of how this works itself out. Let's start with Saturday morning. Tomorrow morning, kind of the double barrel low here. We have the low that's currently there will kind of wrap itself back up underneath. This is kind of where the upper level, mid-level low pressure system is. So the surface low there, but also kind of a redeveloping slow off the Atlantic coast. This is not as strong as the reason that this system is not going to bring us quite as much rain is this secondary low is not going to develop quite as quickly. And so this rain band is not going to be quite as enhanced. It will be still there. You can see it's kind of narrow. It won't swing through real fast, but it will be a little bit cooler. In terms of after that, we're going to see let me get to the next. Oops, not Sunday evening. Saturday evening. You can see still again kind of a wide swath of light to moderate rain. This is where we're going to get our rain. Rain kind of comes anytime Saturday afternoon through the overnight on Saturday. By Sunday morning, we're kind of left with leftover showers before the second system really starts to head in our direction. The second system, before we get to the forecast, giving you hit the wrong button every time for you. Second system, very similar, is that secondary low kind of, again, gets drawn into the upper level low here, which is kind of just sitting and spinning over the Great Lakes. We get another impulse from this, from that second piece of energy swinging around the bottom of the trough. This one, again, has an area of heavy rain. Looks to be mostly the heaviest of it to the west of us. There is still certainly some flooding concerns way out west of us in western New York, and I think in Pennsylvania, but I think we are going to avoid most of that. Like I said, this one could bring through, and we could get a period of pretty heavy rain overnight Sunday night into Monday out of this system, but not long enough and not enough, I don't think, to cause any flooding concerns. Like I said, inch and a half maybe out of it at worst, in worst case scenario. In terms of the overall forecast, today's nice, average high of about 65 across southern Vermont. Overnight tonight, clouds are definitely thickening up after we've already thickened up a bunch. Temperatures hold in the mid 40s. Tomorrow is kind of a raw, rough day. Temperatures chilly, about 50 degrees, afternoon rain. could start as early as I'd say 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. We could start with the rain there. So afternoon is where the heavier rain is. Overnight rain, this is kind of probably light to moderate and kind of off and on by overnight. Light rain Sunday, showery kind of weather for the most part on Sunday before we pick back up with that heavier rain at probably evening time and overnight when the second system moves through. Temperatures again in the mid 50s after, and lows in the mid 40s on Sunday headed into Monday. In terms of your weekend highlights, Friday is pleasant with increasing clouds and mild temperatures. Saturday brings rain, especially in the afternoon. Sunday features showers and light rain in the morning, followed by gray skies in the afternoon. Like I said, there could be a little bit of a break there between the two systems before we get then back into the heavier rain in the evening. Sunday evening, the second storm impacts the area with significant rain. Looking for about a half to an inch out of the first storm and about an inch to an inch and a half out of the second storm. All right. Thanks for joining me for our forecast. I'll be back on Monday morning with a look at your work week forecast for next week. Does look like we'll continue with kind of the gray and cool weather. No heavy rain after we get through Monday, I don't think, but the upper level system is going to take a while to clear out. So we'll have details on that before hopefully we start to move into some more pleasant springtime weather as we head into May. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel before, I'd encourage you to do so. Also want to give a quick shout out to my patrons. They help support what I do here, provide financially for the different model packages and things like that I subscribe to, and help with the equipment and things like that. So I appreciate their help. And if you're interested in becoming a patron, there's a link in the description below and the benefits that you get out of being a patron. Otherwise, like I said, I'll be back on Monday with a look at your work